Okay, moving swiftly on, I'd like to introduce two of the key leaders of the project, and a special mention for Mary Higgins. This is Mary's swan song, her last European project, and very much Mary has been a driving force of the European projects, and very much for this conference has driven and encouraged a number of people within the college to work with her, and this afternoon is very much driven from her. She's now getting extremely embarrassed that I'm saying all these. I'd like to also introduce Jamie Morgan Green, who has very much also driven, and his passion for learning, passion for the college, and new experiences for our students has also been another key reason why this has been a successful project. So not to take too much away from them, if you could welcome them up, please.
I just thought I would like to spend a few minutes just explaining about the SWITCH project, because this event itself, this conference, is an event, an activity that we've been able to actually host because of the project. It's funded by the project, and we're able to have some excellent speakers and put on food, etc., because of the European funding. Thank you, Craig, for those words. I have to say that it isn't just me and Jamie. We couldn't have done this without lots of other people, both here in the college but also our partners from Spain and Italy. And I'd like to welcome them in particular. We have a large contingent of Italian staff and students and Spanish staff and students who have been involved in the project all the way through, from Barcelona in Spain and from northern Italy, Trento. And there's a little bit about the schools in your delegate pack, but obviously at the breakout session and also at the end of the conference, please take the opportunity to talk to the staff and students, ask them questions about their schools, their education system, and in particular, I put a plug-in for you to go and look at the outputs that they produce. So the students are ready to present the outputs and to talk about their projects. And in Italy and Spain, they have a very much project-driven type of curriculum, so they do embrace project-based activity very, very much and do some very interesting things. So a little bit about the project, very quickly. It's a European-funded Key Action 2 strand, which is all very technical, and at the end, if anybody is interested in finding out more about how you go about applying for European-funded projects while we still can. Post-Brexit, who knows? There may still be an opportunity. I always talk to myself and Jamie, we can explain a little bit more about where the websites are, etc. And it's VET, which is Vocational Education and Training. It's a 3-year project, so this is the final event, celebrating all our hard work. The focus of today is very much about staff development, about how to improve the teaching and learning of core skills in the vocational curriculum. And yes, Sarah, it's not going to finish now, it's only just beginning, and it will be an ongoing challenge for us all, given the fact that skills are always evolving and changing too. It's been very much about sharing and collaboration. In fact, for me, that's been the most valuable and enriching aspect of the project. Peer-to-peer activities, I think, have the most lasting impacts in terms of improving one's own performances and sharing good practices has been key to it.
So in terms of what was involved in the actual project, I think it's fair to say that the college has had a real commitment to this project, and also the CPD of its staff. So there was 10 week-long work shadowing opportunities for 40 teachers in our partner schools, and 10 dissemination events across all partners involving over 400 teachers and educators professionals. These were things like teach meets and events like that. 19 sets of learning materials and packs, which have all been translated into each of the 4 languages, which will be available for you to view later on in the databases. There is a dedicated website, including a learner blog, which will be available soon. And the good thing about that is it meant that students from all the partners were able to become involved, share their experiences of learning, of their primary education, of English and maths, those sorts of things. There's been 7 transnational project meetings, which have been attended by over 50 teachers, supports and students. It was really positive that our students could go on some of these mobilities, and students could come to us as well. And then continuous feedback and evaluation, which has been throughout the project, throughout the whole 3 years. In terms of future plans, it's actually quite bright for the college, really. Aside from what may or may not happen, we've secured funding for a new 2-year project, which will send 48 of our students and 8 teachers into Europe for work experience. That will happen in 2019 and 2020. We're also waiting the results of another application for a strategic partnership with 4 of the countries, which will look at employability and the skills gap. Because one thing we've realised is that through talking to the partners, they have very, very similar issues to what we have in the UK and in that country. Throughout this project as well, we've also managed to secure some new partners, so we now have partners in France and Germany. So again, the future is very bright for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy and Vera. So we're now going to hear from 4 of Halesowen College's staff who have been on the project and some of their experiences. But just before we did that, I wanted to talk just very briefly about the purpose of staff development, continuing professional development, professional learning, and a quote that stood out for me and thinking about teachers. And this was from an article about mentoring and coaching, and about really this showed me the importance of developing as teachers and moving forward, and not having to always do things because they've always been done that way. And I like this analogy with it linked to medicine. And then I don't think you can go somewhere without a quote from Confucius somewhere. So, well, through methods we may learn wisdom. We have learned from wisdom through the sharing there. Definitely by reflection, which some would say is the noblest. Imitation, which is an experience, which is the business. So I'd like to introduce Tara, Laura, Saab and Luke to come and talk about their experiences.
Hi everyone, I'm Laura. As part of Erasmus, I've been fortunate enough to go to Italy, to Tambosi twice, and I have contributed to Intellectual Output 13, which has a literacy focus. Thankfully, because I teach English, that's been quite straightforward.
Hello everyone, my name is Luke. I teach A-level English Language, Literature and Creative Writing here at the college. I've been fortunate enough to go to Halesowen College in Trento on 2 occasions, once last June and again in January this year.
Hi, I'm Saab. I teach GCSE English to a diverse range of students. I was fortunate enough to go to the Institute of Compostela in Spain, where I collaborated with staff, observed lessons and shared good practice.
Hello, I'm Tara Purchase. I am a maths lecturer at Halesowen College. I'm the only one that's maths that's here at the moment. And I was fortunate enough to go to Tambosi School in Trento, in Italy, which was absolutely fabulous. And I'm just going to quickly talk to you about collaboration with staff. One of the things that we thought, and this is what we're going to talk about really, is our experiences. One of the things that I found, that we found, was that we made friends. We had an opportunity to exchange resources. We had observations where we got to watch how other lecturers and teaching staff carry out their teaching in their own environment. I was fortunate enough to have somebody observe me, and then when I went to Italy, I watched them use my resources. They'd adapted them, made them their own, and they actually used them in their own classrooms, which was absolutely brilliant. And I can say that we've made many friends that we still speak to now, and that we've had meals with since, and we've chatted to over the years. And also, in addition to that, it gave us an opportunity to actually get to know the staff that we work with in our own college. Because I teach maths and Laura teaches English, we don't actually get to see what each other do. When we were in Italy together, we actually got to share our own practices with ourselves as well, and to see how each other teach, which was a really good experience. And I'd like to continue to
For me, one of the real kind of bonuses of getting to go to Italy twice was the wider experiences whilst there. The staff, particularly Liliana, made sure that we'd got lots to go to, lots to see, lots to do. And it wasn't just what was in the classroom at Tambosi and the links that we made with the staff. It was also what we got to experience that we wouldn't have done otherwise. So, for example, these are some of the pictures from Trento. We got to go to a language festival that was taking place while we were there. As an English teacher, obviously, that was a real kind of Christmas all at once, getting to go to look at how language is used in different environments and by different people. We also got to go to a local vocational school where we got to see students learn, but also then become part of their actual vocation. So there was a kind of a press. They then got to put all of the stuff that they were designing. They got to see that being made. They stacked vans. They took them out to the local community, and it was much more than just sitting, listening to a teacher or listening to students. Lastly, we got to go to the local university and see perhaps what the more academic routes are like in Italy and where some of their higher education students end up, which of course for us as well was something perhaps in teaching A-level we were more familiar with, but it was interesting to see the opportunities that they were given over there as well. From those wider experiences, it was that idea of not just what we could learn as part of teaching and learning, but also what we could learn from the wider area and how Tambosi in particular was using that in their school too. Oh, sorry,
Okay. After spending a week at school in Barcelona, I found that the learners were very committed and very engaged in their learning. They took ownership of their learning. But more importantly, I found that they were really independent and responsible for their own learning. I saw a group of students who were actively involved in producing a digital app, and they called it the Think It app, to develop the key core skills of numeracy and literacy. So students could actually answer a range of questions at different levels at their own speed and pace. I also saw a group of students really passionately involved in creating their own radio station. So everybody was assigned a different role, and they all had different responsibilities, and they were producing a wider set of skills like teamwork, collaboration, organisation, and it also brought the school community together, which was lovely to see. And finally, I saw groups of learners motivated to master the English language through a set of core textbooks and digital technology. So, moving forward, my question is, how can we continue to develop that kind of independence and responsibility in our learners at Halesowen College?
Okay, so following on from what Saba suggested, I'm going to talk a little bit about the application of core skills. It's something we embed, particularly in the UK, across English and IT and maths. But sometimes it doesn't necessarily feel that we embed these skills for employability purposes. Speaking specifically from an A-level perspective, we essentially have to teach core texts to basically cater for the assessment objectives on a certain specification. And so that sometimes means that we teach a text so that the students can answer an exam. What we found from visiting Tambosey, from my perspective, is I once was able to observe a group of students who, from a business perspective, were about to present an idea, a program or a database that they've constructed as part of the brief. Interestingly, a local representative from a bank was there to assess the students, and it seemed that the college or the school had worked in collaboration with a local employer to allow the students to embed their core skills for a purpose. Like I said, this is particularly difficult when you're teaching towards specific assessment objectives, but it's certainly something that we are going to reflect on, hopefully something we're going to imitate and hopefully experience as well. Based on this, the idea of us embedding core skills could come from something like the introduction of a college magazine, something that would allow students, English students, photography students, graphic students to practice their skills and for them to see that there is an end product to these skills. Not just teaching for assessment, but teaching for wider employability skills for their futures. Following this, I believe there's going to be a short break in which you can go to Block 11 downstairs for refreshments. We are also going to showcase a number of the outputs upstairs in Block 11 and encourage you to join us there. Thank you very much.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just going to go through the doors just behind me here, and we'll go down 2 flights of stairs, and then there'll be people who'll be able to point you in the direction of Block 11. So we've got the buffet downstairs, and the outputs are on the stairs. Okay. Thank you.